Oh, guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended on the Center. And the Center just released, and I want to show you how to solo alpha difficulty on just by yourself without any, like, the boss. It's so easy. It's really not difficult. You just need to know the new tricks because there is a new boss arena. It is not the old one, so you've got to know the new locations that you need to kind of like cheese with it. It makes the fight very, very easy. And yeah, it's a cool trick. Now on official, you might be able to do this solo. You're gonna need pretty much capped everything and use the entire time, but I would recommend maybe a few people going with you if you're on official settings. But all you're gonna need is a Procoptodon, does not matter what level it is, and a good shotgun. That's all you need. That's it. There's nothing else. You literally don't need anything else. And I would probably ring around 500 shots, by the way. Outside of that, that is literally all you're gonna have to have. Now, before we go into this boss fight, I'm going to tell you that the Procoptodon, pay attention to as soon as the boss fight starts, because pretty much as soon as that boss fight starts, I'm going to show you what you have to do. I'll show you a couple other things that you can also do, but I'm going to show you how to easily kind of cheese and get through this boss fight by yourself with only a Procoptodon. So I'm going to go ahead, and you can do this on alpha. I'm going to go ahead and show you, and again, you get the point, right? So anyways, we're going to go ahead and start it up. You can see just by looking in the circle that is a totally changed arena. It literally is, and that's all you need to know. So you got 15 seconds. Now, if you don't mind and you're still watching, smack that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and then consider subbing to the channel. And hopefully this video helps you out, and we should get started. But be ready, right, look at your Procoptodon right now, and then you're going to want to go ahead and smack Eat a Ride as soon as you get inside, because these bosses are going to go straight for you. You're going to look up, aim as high as you can at this wall right here, and you're going to jump. And you're going to notice how I've been able to get myself up to the top of this. And again, you can do this however you want to do it. But the point is that we're going to go ahead and jump our way up to the top of this. Now, the quicker you can get up this thing, the better off you are. But if you are not able to get up that one and they're already on you, you can use both sides like you were able to use in the past and jump up on these little cliff platforms on the side, just like I'm doing right now. So just so you can see, he can't hit you with a rock from here, and the spider also can't hit you with her silk from here. So then this is a perfect corner, right? Now I'm going to go ahead and back up and show you, for those of you like, wait a minute, how'd you just get all this done, right? So I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like from the ground. So anyways, when you have the boss fight going on, you have the gorilla and you have the spider. Now, there are 3 ledges that you can sit on. One is right there. If you get to the spawn point from the center, you can jump your Procoptodon over to this ledge, and you can land on this front side right here. That's the second ledge. And then the third ledge that you can land on, if you back up just a little bit, right to about this corner, look up, you can land on this little micro ledge right here. Now, you will hop off of your Procoptodon, and once you do hop off of that Procoptodon, all you have to do is take a shotgun and shoot the bosses. Now, the bosses will be unable to do anything about it because all they can do is kind of just like look up and die. Now, it doesn't matter where you hit the bosses, by the way, they all have the exact same damage that they can take. So, as you can see, we're just going to keep firing away on the ape right now. Now, I could sit up here for 10, 15, 20 minutes and do this, but, you know, obviously that's not super useful. So I might speed it up just a little bit and kind of, but you get the point. He can't hit you. Now, the one thing you want to be careful is he will try and line of sight a rock onto you. So as long as you're just beyond the lip, like I am right now, the ape cannot hit you with a rock. See how he throws it up? It hits that and just bounces straight down. That's how this side would work. Now, again, you can see that it works over here. I'm going to go ahead and show you on the original ledge that I'm on over here. See how the Procoptodon's tucked away? How you would fight him from this ledge right here is you're going to go ahead and just sit right over the edge, just like we were. So you can shoot it, but it cannot hit you because its line of sight comes from its chest. So if it's trying to throw a rock at you, you want to be able to just sit like I am right now, let it hit that point and bounce off. You saw that, right? So this is how you would fight it from this point over here. You would simply just do what I'm doing right now. And I'll show you what it looks like to jump with the Procoptodon at the end of this video. But yeah, so that's all you have to do for this boss. You kind of just jump on him. Now, one of the things that you want to be careful of is if you are unable to get up to this ledge quickly when this boss fight starts, just kind of use the ability of the Procoptodon to jump away from the bosses and then get pretty close to the edge and just look up and jump, because you'll hit it every single time. Now, obviously I'm just shooting this one right, so that's all you have to do. This isn't really the dangerous boss. The dangerous one is the spider, because she hits you with the webs. Those webs will slow and do percentage damage to you and your tame. So you want to be careful about those. But the gorilla, not super dangerous. That rock will one-tap you. So you do want to stand a little bit back like I am, but you do not need to be super careful of it. As long as you are standing back off the ledge, do not stand over the edge of it. Otherwise that rock will smoke you. But you can see, not super difficult. I'm going to go ahead and shotgun this one down to give you an approximate time. For those of you who are playing solo or unofficial servers, this is what it looks like to kill the alpha. But just so you can see, yeah, pretty simple. Now, the one thing that you do want to be aware of is with the bosses, there are two, right? Now, this one right here has a, doesn't have any increased or reduction when it comes to actually shooting them. The spider, the Broodmother, has an increased damage that it takes from firearms. So you're going to do a lot more damage to the spider because it has a lower health pool than the actual gorilla does. And I'll show you the approximate health pool right now. Actually, I should probably do that before killing it. So you can see this one has 224,000 health, and then that one over there, give or take, is going to be a little bit less than that, but it'll probably be right around 200k. Now, it can be anywhere from, on official servers, around 1 million health, and it's randomized, by the way. For those of you that are like, or that think it's not randomized, it is completely random. There is nothing that you can do to control the health that it spawns in. It can be any given number around 1 million-ish health. Now, the dragon has the most health, then this guy, then the spider. But the spider takes increased damage, so she's quite a bit easier to kill with a shotgun. You just have to aggro her, which can be difficult, obviously. So we just killed the alpha Megapithicus. Now, what you want to do is if she's not able to be seen, you just hop back on your Procoptodon. You want to get her attention again by dropping down to the ground. And I'm going to show you how to go up this one over here. Notice how these guys are going to try and get us. You just have to use the speed of the Procoptodon, look up, and then we just stick to this wall. Now, as long as you stick to this wall, oh man, I missed. But again, don't freak out, take your time, and you'll be just fine when it comes to this stuff. So this girl, yep, we got to get her attention, let her launch her stuff, jump up, and we should be good. Now, again, look straight into the wall like I am right now, and you can land your Procoptodon on this little ledge. Now, it looks a little bit scary. If you tilt to the left a little bit, hit E, and you'll naturally land on the edge. Make sure your Procoptodon is on passive in case it gets hit, and that's all you need to do. And look how much damage the shotgun does to her. So it's 1,005 base damage, which is obviously pretty nice. So it will kind of shoot its thing at you. And this is where she can be a little bit more dangerous because when you're shooting at her, what you want to be careful of is when she does her little thing, you can move back and forth and kind of avoid her just by moving with a bob and weave tactic. Now, obviously she takes that increased damage, which is 10x compared to the that guy over there. But this is on alpha. Even though she has a green health bar, you get the alpha credit. I do not know why that is the case, but it is. So kind of interesting. Now, if you are finding that she gets stuck over on one of the sides, I'm going to go ahead and show you what you can do. Really? Okay, I'm only going to get you with one shot there. That's not going to work for me. I'm going to wait for her to come back. Okay, so the last thing that you can do is if you are experiencing the issue that I am right now where she won't land, just quickly run off to either one of the sides and make sure that she is chasing you. She will chase you. It just takes time. And it's a perfect example for me to show you guys how to get up this side over here. As long as she's chasing us, we're good. Let her freak out. Jump after us. And again, look up. Hold that jump beacon and then hold forwards. Now again, the corners are the best thing that you can aim for. See how I've kind of landed on a corner right now? Now you can, if you feel comfortable doing this, move your Procoptodon around and just shoot with the shotgun. Now just like this, she will shoot your Procoptodon. That's the one negative thing of this corner. But again, the positive thing of this corner is you can kind of use the Procoptodon to get all around. The best corner that you can use is the one that we started at originally, just by going over to this side. And yes, for those of you that are like, oh, you're not playing legit, you're in GCM mode, it's really not difficult because the jump of the Procoptodon is not slowed by anything. You can kind of just use this corner and move around like that. So again, just like I'm doing right now, back up just a touch, hop off, and then shoot the actual Broodmother. Now, and just repeat this strategy until it is dead. Now, obviously, you're going to want to get the best shotgun that you can have in order to shoot these things, because the better shotgun you have, the quicker this gets taken care of and the better off you are. Now, she will kind of go behind this pole, but you can do this. Oh, come on, don't get stuck. Sometimes she'll get stuck and you have to go back to the ground, but it's not super common. Really, you're going to be like this. Come on, come back over here. When she roars, she usually comes to find you. Hopefully she can. She's on her way. Let's see if she gets to the corner. If not, there it is. Okay. And you can just wait. And again, if you have a couple of people, put multiple people in each spot, because you can shoot them from different angles, and that's kind of what you want to do. That's the best strategy for it. And yeah, so that's that. But should be pretty close. Really? Okay. You get the point, right? So if she does run and you're this close, hop down on the Procoptodon and just shoot him from the distance. These guys can't even aggro you when you're in this range. So that's definitely a useful thing. Come on, end up around the corner. I know you want to. But some things that can go wrong that people tend to freak out about is when your Procoptodon ends up taking damage in the beginning. If you're having, I'm just going to jump down and there with the last shot. Thank you. So when the Procoptodon does take damage, people try and run using sprint instead of jumping. If you get slowed, you can still jump maximum range with a Procoptodon. Now, obviously, you can see that you can go a long ways. So use that to your advantage. And then as soon as you hit the ground, jump again. Because the more that you can jump, the quicker that you can avoid the things inside of this boss fight. And obviously, you can see that you can get on a bunch of these ledges over here. It really is not super difficult. So you just have to just run around a little bit. Now, I'll go ahead and go over here and claim this supply crate because, yeah, it is what it is. But go ahead and get that element. The total element you get is 516 for completing it on alpha. Again, 2 or 3 people probably is what you need on official, because you probably, with the time window that you have, won't be able to do enough damage. If you are trying to do this all in one go, the ape will attack you and the spider will not as easily from this location. Get to the edge of this circle, look up to the windows on this side specifically, hold jump, and then hold forwards against the wall. You will pick up right here, and then you can kind of drop down if you don't feel comfortable on that one, but you want to end up on that little ledge. Now, keyword being you want to end up on it. It doesn't matter how you get there. Some people will find different ways to get up here, but you just have to be careful like this. And it'll look like you won't drop on it, but as long as you're at an angle, your Procoptodon will drop you off on that thing. And that's as easy as that boss fight is. I can go back in and I'm going to do it one more time outside of GCM mode. So for those of you that are like, you can't do this on official, blah, 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 it doesn't work like that. Everything like is happening in real time. I think that I'm just going to go ahead and do it to say, spite that, right? So let's go ahead and do a refill on my give boss items. Let's go ahead and drop all of these. I don't care too much about them. I just want to drop them. And then we'll turn off GCM and I'll show you how to get it done. Come on, transfer. And then we're just going to, yeah, why not? I'll do it on hard so you can see what it looks like. All right, so GCM is off. You can see that this guy is only level 92. His weight is 35 with all of the stuff that we want him to have. We're going to go ahead and pick up the shotgun shells. And I'm not going to do the whole boss fight, by the way. I'm just going to prove to you that you can get up to the top of the thing and do the entire thing without taking any damage, because that's the thing that people want to know. Do not sit on your Procoptodon. It sometimes glitches you out and kicks you. But again, be right next to it, stare at that Procoptodon, look at it, jump on it, get to the edge of the circle, look up, and jump. Now, again, for those of you that are freaking out, it's not hard. Focus and just take your time. It's not hard. You just need to do exactly what I'm doing. See how I'm on that ledge? We're at the angle we want to be at. Hop off. It's that easy. And they both just stare at you and you can just shred them from above. This is as easy as this is. And again, he cannot hit you because you're on a little micro ledge. And that's what we're looking for. So obviously now that you can see it can be done, I'm still in GCM mode. This guy just got hit. And he's going to take some damage here. Oh man, he one-shot me. Cool. But you get the point. I was going to try and jump down and show you how much damage you can take. But if he shoots you off the back of the Megapithecus or the Procoptodon, that sucks. But you get the point. So anyways, hopefully this video helps you out, and hopefully I mean, if you have any other questions, just leave a comment below and I'll do what I can to answer. If you're on unofficial or solo, you can definitely beat this by yourself with a good shotgun and a Procoptodon because it has a third of the actual health. Whereas if you are on official, you might not be able to beat it on, I mean, you probably need 2 people minimum to do it on official settings. And then you shouldn't have any issues with that at all. So hopefully this video helps you out. And other than that, teach.